Hey guys, this is Frozen 2 and Stranger Things Fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another review. And for today's review, it's going to be on the newest Prime Video show, The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power. So, The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power is the most recent Prime Video show, and its finale has just released today. It is the prequel to the entire Middle Earth saga that J.R.R. Tolkien has created, and it's basically a fanfic talking about a young Galadriel and a young Galadriel and some of the other characters we knew from the movies, and so basically the plot tells the story of set thousands of years before the event of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and it's a pretty complicated story. I'm not sure how to explain in my own words, so I think it's best if you watch the show completely blind without like knowing anything about the plot, because it is pretty complicated. But the best I can summarize is that it's basically about the young Galadriel. Rings of Power. This was one of my most anticipated shows of this year. Like from the very beginning, like top five. I was immediately drawn with the Lord of the Rings series because I'm actually a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings franchise. It's easily the best Lord of the Rings franchise. No, I mean it's easily the best fantasy franchise. Yeah, I mean I know people prefer Harry Potter over Lord of the Rings, but in my opinion, Lord of the Rings is better. Yeah, because I'm just more passionate towards it. Return of the King. We can all. It's one of the greatest movies of all time. Even if it doesn't make my top 10 favorite movies of all time, sadly, I adore Return of the King to no end. Fellowship of the Ring is also a classic. You cannot deny that. I'm also a defender of the Hobbit trilogy. Mostly the Hobbit: The Battle of the Five Armies. It's still my favorite Hobbit movie to this day. I love Battle of the Five Armies. And I would defend it to no end. I would actually put Desolation of Smaug and Battle of the Five Armies over the Two Towers. Even if I love the Two Towers, yeah, this pretty slow movie. But yeah, now here we are with the Lord of the Rings series, and this is nothing like the J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a different take on this world. Going us back, taking us back to thousands of years ago, when the characters like Galadriel, Elrond, they all those characters are still very young, and yeah. This show is really divisive. Like probably one of the most divisive shows right now. I mean, you got people who love this show and say it's a masterpiece, and then you have some toxic haters, like basically going against the show for being nothing like the J.R.R. Tolkien world, and having a diverse cast, like this the Lord of the Rings movies and Hobbit movies are mostly filled with white men, and a very few female. Like there wasn't like any diverse like blacks or Asians, but this show had the balls to actually include a diverse cast and a female lead, and that is actually what caused this show to receive backlash. And yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, that's just straight up racist to dismiss a show for its representation. Like, why does every movie with representation now get so much hate? I mean, Bros is hated for its LGBTQ representation. Um, I forgot what other show. Some shows are The Woman King is hated for its black women representation, and yeah, why are people just so racist nowadays? Like, why can't they just enjoy something that doesn't have any? I mean, why can't people just enjoy something without being offended or like bothered by its diverse cast? I mean, I love that this stuff has black people, Asian people, and like what I said, a female lead. But I didn't care about that. I was still looking for the show, and after seeing Rings of Power for myself, I gotta say Yeah, seriously, I wanted to get up and cheer at this show because wow, this was incredible. I adored Rings of Power. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rings of Power is the best Prime Video show ever made. Now, is this the best show of the year? Well, I'd say it's in my top five favorite shows of the year, but Stranger Things season four, nothing can top that. Yeah. And also Cobra Kai season five, Obi Wan, Moon Knight, and The Woman in the House, across the street from the girl in the window. I put those four shows above this one, but again, yeah, I mean, top five shows of the year is an accomplishment because honestly, 2022 has been like the best year for shows so far. Now, I don't think I can be able to get in depth because I think this show requires a second viewing. Yeah, I think I need to watch the show again. Maybe in December. I need to like rewatch the show to understand it better. And I don't know. But uh, even with that said, this is still perfect. Like there is nothing in this that I would personally change. Like I think that the show the slow, a lot of people complain that the show is slow and boring, but I think the show should be admired for its slow pacing because it wants to like take its time to build its story and characters and the story the story isn't right in your face. The story is actually like metaphors. Like the story like has a lot of metaphorical aspects, and I'm actually someone who doesn't really understand the metaphors in 1 second. So if I know a story like has metaphors in it, then I have to revisit it to understand it more. But yeah, Rings of Power is a very metaphorical show when it comes to its story, and that's what I love about this show. It's just brilliant. The story isn't right in your face. It absolutely makes you like pay attention. Like it's telling you to pay attention. We're not gonna like have too many action scenes. We're gonna make you pay attention to the slow nature of the story and what it's trying to tell you. That's how brilliant it is, and yeah, I actually love the cast. No matter what people say, the cast is the characters are what people complain about the most because of like how diverse it is. But I don't care. I absolutely love Galadriel. She is probably now my favorite Middle Earth character. Yeah, sorry Gollum, and not only that, but she is my Middle Earth crush. Yeah, she is really hot, but I don't want to like judge characters based on how hot they are. I mean, I just love Galadriel. She's just a very she's a character to absolutely root for, and I absolutely love her development throughout the. It's just so good, and Morpeth Clark is a better Galadriel than Kate Blanchett. Please don't hurt me, but I think Morpeth Clark and other performances gave a very strong performances. I'd love to see more from Morpeth Clark. Galadriel looks like a live action version of Elsa. Maybe Morpeth Clark should play Elsa in the live action Frozen movie. That would be cool. And yeah, what else can I say? I love that the show doesn't have any popular celebrities. Like I have no idea who these cast are, but I was able to still get invested in them. Yeah, it's it feels like better when when a show when especially like something in the Lord of the Rings lore doesn't have any overly popular celebrities, just regular actors and actresses, and you're able to get invested in them. That's what I love, and I love the whole like diverse thing. I mean, there's still normal people like Asians, and black people. They're still normal characters, and I absolutely love that. And by the way, there's nothing woke about this show. Yeah, can people just stop using the woke term anymore? Yeah, I want to make a video about like the woke term because it's just getting really annoying nowadays. And but now let's talk about some of the absolute best parts of the show. The best aspects of it. The visual effects are absolutely stunning. Like this feels like movie level when it comes to its visual effects. Yeah, it just looks gorgeous to be seen on the big screen, and I feel jealous for those who actually got to see the first two episodes on the big screen because wow, this looks absolutely gorgeous to look. It's just so beautiful and just wow. Like I don't know what else is there. What else is there to say? I mean, some of the best visuals in TV show. I, I I think I'm not sure what really is the best visuals in TV show. Maybe Stranger Things, I guess. But it's one of the best. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. Like every single frame of shot is just a behold. The world building is absolutely incredible. Just so glorious. And what else is there to say? The set design, the production design, the costumes, like pretty much, um, everything when it comes to technical, it's just perfect. Even the directing is just perfect as well. There's nothing I would fix in the visuals. None of the CGI is bad. Yeah, I can't believe people say that this show is worse than She-Hulk. This gets more hate than She-Hulk, but at least this show has. But if you think that the show has bad visuals, then you're obviously lying. You just don't want to to admit that there's something good to say about the show. And She-Hulk CGI is ugly. At least this show has great CGI. Whether you have criticisms for it or not, yeah. I just love the new take. I love everything about it. I just love the direction. Now let's talk about some of my favorite episodes of the show. There's like around eight um eight episodes in total, and they're already like making a new season two. Like there's gonna be a season two, and I'd be down for a season two. Like I'd be there for season two from. I'd be there with season two for day one. Now, yeah, my favorite. Now, my least favorite episode of what would probably be episode two. Yeah, episode two is just ugh. No, it's still a great episode, but maybe not the one that I'd be crazy about. But I love episode two. Um, there's just a lot of boring parts. But no, I actually don't mind. Maybe it's because Galadriel was barely in it, so that's kind of why. But I still love season two. Yeah, in fact, there's not a single bad episode or one that's just decent. Every single episodes are just fantastic. Um, my favorite episode is obviously episode six. We can all agree that episode six is the best episode of. It's the best episode of the show. Where every single other episodes like have where every single episodes of the show like have great have a slow nature and focusing more on storytelling and world building. Episode six is more action packed. It's more action packed as well. It's just like packed with so many action. Just wow. It feels and another thing I love about episode six is that it feels like it has the feels of rings of the original Lord of the Rings trilogy the most with its action, with its nature, and yeah, I just loved it. And I also love the episode. I think episode five. That's what it was. But yeah, episode five. The one where it ends with like where it ends with like them like getting ready to set sail for the journey to Sauron. Yeah, I think it's episode five. Episode five is also one of them. Love the finale as well. The finale is just fantastic. Yeah, the ending absolutely sticks the landing, and I love how we actually get to know more about Sauron because in the Lord of the Rings trilogy we knew absolutely nothing about Sauron, but in this finale, yeah, we actually know who is Sauron's identity. Yeah. So overall, the Lord of the Rings: Rings of Power is such an underrated masterpiece. I don't get the hate for this show, and I think this show this definitely deserves more love. So yeah, I strongly defend this show big time. So with that said, I'm gonna give the Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power a 10 out of 10. Top 5 shows of the year so far. Let's see if that will hold up later on. So that's my review of the Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power. What's your opinion on it? Do you agree with me that this is an underrated masterpiece? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Scream 5, the next part of my Halloween marathon. And yes, I'm continuing it because I haven't really done it in a while. in favor of my Bond videos. But now I'm back to my Halloween reviews. So yeah, bye guys.